Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Sarosh Digital Learning. Class 7th History Subject, Chapter number 13, Life of the People in Maharashtra, page number 57. Today we are going to learn how the life of the people is in Maharashtra. The Hindavi Swaraj, formed by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, was a state for the people, founded with the noble intention of the welfare of common people, removal of oppression, and the protection of Maharashtra Dharma. In the period after Shivaji Maharaj, Maratha power spread to all parts of India. It lasted for about 150 years. We gathered information about the Maratha administration in the last few chapters. In this chapter, we shall study the social conditions and life of the people in that period. So, the introduction to this chapter is that the Hindavi Swaraj formed by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was a state for the people. Now, here he founded with a noble intention. Intention means an aim or plan of the welfare of the common people. Removal of oppression. Oppression means treat harshly and unfairly with the people. Then, and the protection of Maharashtra Dharma. Maratha power spread to all parts of India and lasted for about 150 years. So, this is the introduction to this lesson. Let's move towards to social conditions. Agriculture and occupation based on agriculture were the major sources of production at the village level. The Patil was responsible for the protection of the village and the Kulkarni handled the revenue. The Patil received land as inam for his work as a Patil. He also received a part of the village revenue. The Balutedars were paid in kind in the form of objects, food grains, etc. for the work they did for the village people. The village occupations were divided into Kali and Pandhari. Peasants worked in their fields in the Kali, land, earth or soil, and others in Pandhari within the village precincts. It was considered important to conduct the affairs of the village with mutual understanding. Joint family system was prevalent. This paragraph means that agriculture and allied activities were the major occupations. The Patil received land as inam and a part in village revenue. Your revenue means the income which is received by an organization or by a state from taxes. Okay, students, you might have understood the meaning of revenue. Again, I am repeating. Revenue means the income received by an organization or by a state from taxes. Then, the Balutedars were paid in kind. The village occupations were divided into Kali and Pandri. Joint family system was prevalent. Now here precinct means an area. Precincts means an area which is close to traffic in a town, and prevalent means widespread. So Almost all the points I had covered in this paragraph. Will just move on to the third paragraph, that is customs and traditions. Child marriages were prevalent. It was acceptable to have many wives. There are a few examples of widow marriages in this period. To perform the last rites in this, to perform the last rites, burning, burial and immersion methods were used as per tradition. Muhurta or auspicious occasions were sought for every little thing and also to open battles. People believed in dreams and omens. Anushtans were performed to avoid the wrath of gods and planets. Charitable deeds were also done for the same purpose. People believed in astrology. There was a general lack of a scientific attitude, and offerings to God were considered more important than medical treatment. Here, this paragraph means that child marriages and polygamy prevailed. There were practices of to have many wives. Different methods of performing last rites. Here, rites means a ritual. And what is ritual? Ritual is a religious ceremony involving a set series of actions. Then, different methods of performing last rites, seeking muhurta. Now children, you might have heard that there should be a special muhurat. On that muhurat, people, they start new things. They try to start everything by taking the help of religious rites and rituals. So, the examples are muhurat, or you can say belief in dreams and omens. What is omens, children? Omens means an event seen as a sign of future good or bad luck. An event seen as a sign of future good or bad luck. Okay, students? Performance of anushtans, belief in astrology, offerings to God, there was lack of scientific attitude. Now astrology, that means there are gemstones, there are planets where people, they have a good faith in that, and accordingly people try to do their objects, or you can say the things, or in their work, if they want to start, they just take the help of astrology, or they just have a look on the planets. According to that, they just are having belief in that. Okay, students, now just let's move towards the fourth paragraph, standard of living. A majority of people lived in villages. The villages were mostly self-sufficient. Only salt had to be imported from other places. The needs of farmers were limited. They grew jawar, bajra, wheat, ragi. Ragi, there is another word for that, is nachani, maize, rice and other grains in their fields. The daily diet consisted of bhakri, onion, chutney and an accompaniment. Barter system was used for everyday transactions. Village houses were simple mud and brick constructions. Vadas with one or two stories were seen in cities. Rice, dal, chapatis, vegetables, salads, milk and dahi products were mainly included in the rich peoples died. Men wore a dhoti, kurta, angarakha and mundase. Women wore 9-yard saris and blouses. Now here students, the way of living of the people living in Maharashtra. How is the standard? So here most of the people in self-sufficient villages, their life was simple and their needs were limited. Jawar, bajra, wheat, ragi, maize and other grains were produced. Daily diet of common people consisted of bhakri, onion chutney and an accompaniment. Here accompaniment means go with. The people go with these simple and their needs were limited. Daily diet of common people was also very simple. The diet of the rich included rice, dal, chapatis, vegetables, salad, milk and dahi. There, the houses in villages were built with mud and bricks, and whereas 1 or 2 stories vadas were built in cities. Men wore dhoti, kurta, angarakha and mundase. Women wore 9-yard sari and blouse. So students, for today these 4 paragraphs you are going to read it very thoroughly on page number 57, and inshallah the other part of this lesson will be continued in the next session. Thank you.